Hi everyone, Mitch Jackson, Jackson & Wilson, jacksonandwilson.com. We're a California-based personal injury and wrongful death law firm. In 2014, federal regulators are going to be requiring automakers to install backup cameras in each and every vehicle manufactured and sold in the United States. The cost of manufacturers in doing this is going to run somewhere around $160 to $200 per vehicle and cost manufacturers something around $2 billion annually. And you know what? We think that's a good thing, and here's why. The purpose of installing these cameras is not to simply prevent fender benders or backing up into a curb or into a parking meter. What most people don't realize is that each year more than 228 people die as a result of a backup type of accident. More than 2 children a week die because of being struck and/or run over by a vehicle backing up, according to the New York Times. More than 17,000 people a year are injured as a result of backup accidents. As things now stand in 2012 vehicles, about half of all new vehicles sold here in the United States have a backup camera. Too many adults walk behind vehicles backing up, expecting the driver of the vehicle to notice that they're passing by behind the vehicle. Truth be told, many of the operators of these vehicles have no idea that there's somebody walking behind the vehicle. These people walking behind the vehicle are either in the driver's blind spot, or the driver's not paying attention, didn't look carefully in either of his or her rearview mirrors, and didn't notice somebody walking behind their vehicle that's being backed up. The result can be tragic. The result can be life-changing to somebody. It can be life-changing to a family who loses a loved one. And in reality, in most instances, these cases can be avoided. A few years ago, we had the pleasure of representing just a wonderful family in a very, very tragic wrongful death case. And it involved a situation where a neighbor backed her van up over our client's little girl. The little girl had walked behind the van. The neighbor didn't know the little girl was there. And when backing out of her driveway, the neighbor ran over our client's little girl. And I think in that particular case, and in many cases that I've personally observed, many cases, clients that we've represented, had there been a backup camera in the vehicle, the operator of the vehicle would have easily been able to see whether or not it was safe to back up, whether or not there was anybody walking behind him or her, whether or not there were any children playing behind the vehicle. So, we think it's a good idea that vehicles have backup cameras. They save lives. They can allow the driver of a vehicle to know exactly what's behind them or who's behind them before they put the vehicle in reverse and step on the accelerator. These cameras will save lives. They will save families from having to experience what our clients experienced the day their little girl was killed by a neighbor backing up her vehicle. So we'll see what happens in 2014. A lot can change between now and then. This is legislation that's due up this week in front of Congress, and my understanding is that everybody's on board with the concept. So we'll see what happens. But we wanted to bring to your attention the fact that this legislation is taking place as we speak. It's set to become a law in 2014. The manufacturers are apparently on board with this new concept, and absent some changes, we'll all be driving vehicles on and after 2014 with backup cameras installed. Be safe out there while you're driving. Don't turn to your left or right. Don't place your vehicle in reverse and step on the accelerator until you know whether or not it's safe to do so. It's the smart thing to do, it's the right thing to do, and there's a good chance that you could save someone's life by taking these precautionary steps. If you have any questions, give us a call. We're here to answer your questions. We do this every single day, and it would be a pleasure to answer your legal question, and if you need our help, and if we can bring value to the table, then we'll do so. Our number is 1-800 661-7044. You can also reach us on the web 24/7 at our website, www.jacksonandwilson.com. We have books, videos, audios, and special reports, all free for you so that you can educate yourself as to what your legal rights are in almost any type of personal injury or wrongful death case. We're standing by to help. We're standing by to answer your questions. So call us anytime you need to. It'll be our pleasure. Until our next video, this is Mitch Jackson. The firm is Jackson & Wilson, and I'd like to remind you to make today your masterpiece.